Welcome back to our channel, World of Coins. As you knew that old is gold, but these top Kennedy half-dollar coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. Who knows, a single coin could make you a millionaire overnight. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we have a real treat for you, the United States Kennedy half-dollar from 1971. You might think of this coin as just another part of U.S. currency, but trust me, it holds a fascinating history and might just be worth far more than you ever imagined. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to explore the worth of this coin, what makes it so special, and just how much it could be worth today. Let's start by taking a trip back to 1971. It was a time when the United States was transitioning into a new era. The country had just recently ended the use of silver in many coins, and the Kennedy half-dollar was one of the last to feature real silver before the U.S. Mint switched to a clad composition. The coin was first introduced in 1964 following the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, and it became a symbol of respect and admiration for the late president. By 1971, however, the design had already undergone some changes to reflect the modern look of U.S. currency. The obverse side of the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar features a portrait of President Kennedy, designed by the talented Gilroy Roberts. It's a striking image that captures the youth and vigor of the 35th president, who left a lasting impact on American history. You'll notice the familiar inscription, Liberty, as well as the year of minting and, In God We Trust. On the reverse side, the coin displays the heraldic eagle, a symbol of strength and freedom that's long been associated with the United States. The eagle is clutching arrows and an olive branch, representing the country's military power and desire for peace, respectively. But while the design is undeniably beautiful and significant, what really makes the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar special is its rarity, especially in pristine condition. You see, these coins were mass-produced, so many of them were circulated and experienced wear and tear over the years. Most you'll come across today are in average condition, showing signs of being handled in day-to-day transactions. But, as with any collectible item, it's the ones in exceptional, near-perfect condition that hold the most value. One thing that makes the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar stand out from many other coins is the rarity of certain varieties. For example, there are both regular circulation coins and coins that were struck for collectors in proof or uncirculated sets. These collector versions were often carefully stored and avoided the damage that comes from regular circulation, which makes them far more valuable. If you're lucky enough to find one of these uncirculated or proof coins, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. Collectors also love to search for any minting errors or unique characteristics that set some coins apart. These error coins, which might feature unusual die marks or other irregularities, can command even higher prices. If you come across a 1971 Kennedy half-dollar with a visible error, like a double die or misaligned strike, it could be worth far more than its regular counterparts. Now, let's talk about value. How much is this coin really worth? The 1971 Kennedy half-dollar is still relatively affordable for most collectors, especially in circulated condition. You can typically find them for a few dollars, depending on their wear and condition. However, if you come across one of these coins in gem quality, uncirculated condition, it can be worth considerably more. Proof coins, too, can fetch higher prices due to their limited production and pristine quality, but here's where things get really interesting. A 1971 Kennedy half-dollar in flawless, uncirculated condition or one with a rare error has been known to fetch as much as $73,000. That's right, $73,000 for a single coin. This value is especially true for the highest quality examples or for those with exceptional features, such as minting errors or unique characteristics that make them stand out from the typical coins you might find in circulation. It's important to remember that the value of any coin is heavily influenced by its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. So, if you have a 1971 Kennedy half-dollar lying around, take a close look at it. Could it be one of those rare, uncirculated gems or an error coin? If so, you could have a small fortune on your hands without even knowing it. So, what should you do if you think you might have one of these valuable coins? First, take it to a professional coin grader to get it properly assessed. They'll be able to tell you whether it's in top condition or if it has any rare features that could increase its value. Once you know exactly what you're dealing with, you can either hold on to it as a valuable piece of American history or consider selling it to the right buyer who will pay top dollar for a rare and well-preserved example. In conclusion, the 1971 Kennedy half dollar may look like just another coin from the past, but with its rich history, stunning design, and the potential for high value, it's definitely a piece worth paying attention to. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin should definitely be on your radar. If you happen to find one in your collection, or stumble upon one in a coin shop or auction, make sure to do a little extra research. Who knows? That small coin might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Top 2, we're taking a closer look at the United States Kennedy half dollar from 1988, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but actually holds some surprising value in the world of collectors. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll discover just how much this half dollar could be worth today. Let's start with a little history. The Kennedy half dollar was first introduced in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy, who tragically passed away in 1963. The coin quickly became one of the most iconic pieces of U.S. currency, featuring a profile of President Kennedy on the obverse and the United States symbol of freedom, the eagle, on the reverse. Over the years, the Kennedy half dollar has seen several changes, including shifts in its metal composition and design variations, but it has remained a symbol of respect and admiration for President Kennedy. Now, let's fast forward to 1988. By this time, the Kennedy half dollar was no longer made with silver. The U.S. Mint had switched to a clad composition, which is primarily copper and nickel. This change occurred in the mid-1960s due to rising silver prices, but despite this, the Kennedy half dollar remained a popular coin among collectors, especially in certain years when the coins were released in special sets or had unique features. The 1988 Kennedy half dollar is often considered a more modern version of the coin, and its significance comes from its place in history. Although it wasn't produced in the massive quantities seen in earlier years, it still wasn't exactly rare in the traditional sense. However, what makes the 1988 edition stand out is its potential for finding in uncirculated condition. As with any coin, its value is determined not just by rarity but by its condition. Most 1988 Kennedy half dollars that you find today have been through regular circulation and show signs of wear. But here's where things get interesting. If you're lucky enough to find one in near mint or uncirculated condition, this coin could be worth much more than its face value. The design of the 1988 Kennedy half dollar remains strikingly similar to previous versions. The obverse side showcases the profile of President John F. Kennedy, crafted by the artist Gilroy Roberts. This timeless portrait captures the youthful energy of Kennedy, who represented hope and a new era for the United States. The reverse side features the classic eagle, with an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and strength. The eagle's wings are spread wide, a representation of the country's power and unity. This design has remained a beloved part of the Kennedy half dollar series and continues to be one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world. So, what does the 1988 Kennedy half dollar really bring to the table for collectors? Although it might seem like just another coin in the series, its true value lies in the condition and any potential special features that could make it stand out. Coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition are highly sought after, as they are considered more valuable than their circulated counterparts. The rarity of finding these coins in perfect shape makes them particularly appealing to collectors who are looking to add high-quality pieces to their collection. Additionally, there are certain varieties and minting errors that can significantly increase the value of a 1988 Kennedy half dollar. For example, coins that were struck with incorrect dies or show signs of double strikes or misalignments are highly collectible. These coins are considered error coins, and because they are one of a kind, they can command much higher prices than standard issues. So, if you have a 1988 Kennedy half dollar that looks a little different from the others, it's worth taking a closer look. Minting errors are rare, but they happen, and if you've stumbled upon one, you might have a coin worth much more than you'd expect. Now, let's talk about how much you could actually get for a 1988 Kennedy half dollar, especially if you find it in pristine condition or with a unique error. In general, the value of this coin ranges from just a few dollars for a circulated version to significantly higher amounts for uncirculated or proof coins. However, the real prize lies in the rare, high-quality examples or error coins. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare finds, it could be worth up to $60,000, yes, you heard that right, $60,000 for a single 1988 Kennedy half dollar in excellent condition or with a rare error. That's the kind of value collectors dream of, and it's not out of the realm of possibility if you have the right coin in your hands. Of course, this price is reserved for those rare, nearly flawless examples or error coins, but it shows just how much a coin's value can rise based on its rarity, condition, and uniqueness. If you think you might have a 1988 Kennedy half dollar that could be worth a significant amount of money, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. They'll be able to assess its condition and tell you if it has any features that could increase its value. Once you know what you have, you'll be able to make an informed decision on whether to hold on to it or sell it to the right buyer. So, if you've got a 1988 Kennedy half dollar tucked away in your collection or hidden in a drawer somewhere, it's time to take another look. That seemingly ordinary coin might just be worth a small fortune. Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting to explore the world of numismatics, the Kennedy half dollar from 1988 is definitely a coin to watch. Top 3, we're diving deep into the United States Kennedy half dollar from 1981, a coin that may not seem particularly special at first glance but actually has a lot of potential value. Stick around because, by the end of this video, you'll find out just how much this coin could be worth in today's market. Let's take a step back in time to 1981, a year when the Kennedy half dollar was still a staple of American coinage. The coin was originally introduced in 1964 as a tribute to the late President John F. Kennedy, who was tragically assassinated in 1963. Kennedy's legacy was one of hope, leadership, and vision, and the coin was designed to honor his memory. Over the years, the Kennedy half dollar has undergone some changes, but it has always remained a favorite among collectors, especially due to its powerful symbolism and connection to American history. Now, the 1981 version of the Kennedy half dollar holds its place in the ongoing history of the series. By this point, the U.S. Mint had already moved away from using silver in the half dollar's composition, and the coin was being produced with a copper-nickel-clad mixture. This change was made due to rising silver prices in the 1960s, and it marked a shift in the overall look and feel of the coin. While the 1981 coin was still widely circulated, its unique qualities make it a prime candidate for coin collectors. On the obverse of the 1981 Kennedy half dollar, you'll see the familiar portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by the artist Gilroy Roberts. This iconic image captures Kennedy's youthful face, forever enshrined in American coinage. The coin also features the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," along with the year of minting. The reverse side showcases the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching an olive branch and arrows, symbolizing peace and strength. The design of this coin is timeless, and it's easy to see why it has become a cherished symbol of U.S. currency. But let's talk about why the 1981 Kennedy half dollar is worth paying attention to. While this coin was produced in large quantities, there are still factors that make it valuable, especially for collectors looking to add high-quality coins to their collections. Like many other coins, the 1981 Kennedy half dollar is most valuable in excellent or uncirculated condition. As it was widely used in daily transactions, many of these coins have seen wear and tear, which affects their value. However, coins that have been kept in pristine condition, whether by collectors or in special sets, are much rarer, and that's where the real value comes in. If you happen to come across a 1981 Kennedy half dollar that's still in gem quality condition or has been preserved in a proof set, you might be looking at a valuable find. Proof coins, in particular, were struck with special care for collectors, and they often exhibit a higher level of detail and luster than regular circulation coins. These coins were not intended for regular use, so they were usually stored carefully, making them much more valuable today. Additionally, error coins are always a point of interest in the world of numismatics. Minting errors can happen, and when they do, they make the coin even more desirable to collectors. A Kennedy half-dollar from 1981 that features a unique mistake, like a misaligned die or double strike, could skyrocket in value. Collectors love error coins because they are unique, and finding one with an interesting flaw could add significant value to your coin. But just how much could a 1981 Kennedy half-dollar be worth? While most circulated coins from this year will likely be worth just a few dollars, the true value of this coin lies in its condition and rarity. If you happen to find one in near-perfect or uncirculated condition, or if you have a coin with a minting error, your coin could be worth significantly more. In fact, a rare and well-preserved 1981 Kennedy half-dollar could fetch as much as $67,000, that's right, $67,000. Imagine finding a coin that was once just a part of your spare change and discovering it's now worth tens of thousands of dollars. Of course, this price is reserved for the highest quality examples, such as proof coins, uncirculated coins, or error coins. But it's a reminder that sometimes, what seems like a small, ordinary coin can actually hold incredible value. So, how do you know if your 1981 Kennedy half-dollar is worth anything close to that amount? The best step is to get it professionally graded by a certified coin grading service. A professional can assess the coin's condition and determine if it has any features that make it particularly valuable. If you're lucky enough to have an uncirculated coin or a rare minting error, you may be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. For collectors, the 1981 Kennedy half-dollar is a great example of why it's so important to carefully examine your coins. You might have something more valuable than you think, especially when you take the time to look for rare features or preserve your coins in good condition. If you found a 1981 Kennedy half-dollar in your collection or come across one at a coin shop, don't dismiss it as just another coin. Give it a closer look, and it could turn out to be worth much more than its face value. If you think you found a gem, consider getting it appraised and graded by a professional. Who knows? That coin might just be your ticket to a substantial payday. Top 4, we're diving into a coin that's caught the attention of collectors for years, the United States Kennedy half-dollar from 1998. This seemingly ordinary coin holds more value than you might expect. Stick around as we reveal the potential worth of this half-dollar and why it's a sought-after item in the numismatic world. Let's start with a little background on the Kennedy half-dollar itself. The coin was first issued in 1964 in memory of President John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated in 1963. His legacy was honored by featuring his profile on the coin's obverse, alongside the eagle on the reverse, a symbol of American strength and freedom. Over the years, the Kennedy half-dollar has seen a variety of changes, including shifts in its metal composition and the minting process. However, one thing has remained consistent: its iconic design, which continues to be a favorite of collectors across the country. Fast forward to 1998, a year that may not immediately stand out in the world of coin collecting, but the Kennedy half-dollar from this year is actually quite special. By this time, the coin was no longer made of silver, as the U.S. Mint had transitioned to using a copper-nickel-clad composition in the mid-1960s. This change was due to rising silver prices, but despite this shift, the Kennedy half-dollar remained a popular piece of American currency. What makes the 1998 version stand out, however, is its place in the broader history of the series and the fact that it was produced in relatively limited numbers compared to other years. The 1998 Kennedy half-dollar, like its predecessors, features the profile of President Kennedy on the obverse, captured in a design by Gilroy Roberts. The coin includes the inscription, Liberty, along with, In God We Trust, and the year of minting. On the reverse, you'll find the eagle, with its wings spread wide, clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other. This powerful imagery represents both peace and strength, making the coin a symbol of the nation's values. While the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar was minted in relatively large quantities, what makes this coin truly valuable is its condition. Coins that were circulated for regular use naturally show wear and tear over time. However, the real treasure is in finding a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar in uncirculated condition, something that's become increasingly rare as time goes on. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition or stored carefully are highly prized by collectors because they have a level of detail and luster that sets them apart from their circulated counterparts. So, what makes the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar a standout in the world of collecting? The answer lies in the coin's condition and any potential variations or minting errors that may make it even more valuable. While this coin wasn't minted in the same limited quantities as some other more famous issues, it's still highly collectible for those who are passionate about the Kennedy half-dollar series. As with any collectible coin, the value increases significantly when the coin is well preserved and in pristine condition. Finding an uncirculated coin, especially one that has been carefully kept in a proof set or special collection, can make all the difference. And then there's the world of mint errors. Collectors love finding coins that have unique minting errors. These are coins that have been struck with flaws that make them different from the regular issue. Whether it's a misaligned die, double strike, or any other kind of imperfection, error coins are considered some of the most valuable in the collecting world. If you happen to find a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar with a minting error, it could be worth much more than the average coin from that year. So, what's the value of a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar in today's market? While most coins from this year are worth just a few dollars, there are certain high-quality examples that have commanded impressive prices in recent years. If you have an uncirculated 1998 Kennedy half-dollar, you might be looking at a coin that's worth a good amount of money. However, the true value of this coin lies in its rarity and condition. A 1998 Kennedy half-dollar in near mint or perfect condition, or even one with a rare minting error, can fetch a pretty penny. In fact, some of these coins have been known to sell for as much as $58,000, yes, you heard that correctly, $58,000. That's the kind of value you could be looking at for a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar, provided it's in outstanding condition or has a rare error. While this price is reserved for the most pristine examples, it shows just how much a coin can be worth when it's in exceptional shape or has unique features that set it apart from the others. So, if you've got a 1998 Kennedy half-dollar in your collection or happen to come across one, don't just overlook it. Take the time to carefully examine its condition, and if you think it might be in uncirculated or near mint condition, it could be worth getting it graded by a professional coin grading service. A professional assessment will help you understand the true value of your coin and whether it has any rare features that could make it even more valuable. It's always amazing to think that something as simple as a coin could hold so much value, but the world of numismatics is full of surprises. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, coins like the 1998 Kennedy half-dollar are a reminder that you never know what you might find when you start looking closely at your collection. Top 5, and last coin, we're diving into one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, the Kennedy half-dollar from 1972. If you're passionate about numismatics or just a fan of American currency, you're in for a treat. This coin, which may seem unassuming at first glance, actually holds a wealth of value for the right collector. So, stay tuned as we explore why the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is such a special coin and how it could be worth a significant amount of money in today's market. First, let's take a quick trip back to 1972. The Kennedy half-dollar, first issued in 1964, was designed as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his tragic assassination in 1963. Over the years, the coin has evolved, but it has always remained a prominent feature in U.S. currency. The 1972 coin was struck during an interesting period in American history, a time when the country was experiencing both social and economic changes. The Kennedy half-dollar was still part of everyday circulation, but collectors were starting to take a deeper interest in the coin for its unique design and historical significance. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar features the familiar image of President John F. Kennedy, captured in a striking portrait created by Gilroy Roberts. This image has remained largely unchanged since the coin's introduction, making it one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. On the reverse, we find the American eagle, a symbol of freedom and power, perched with its wings spread wide. This eagle is clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other, further emphasizing the dual message of peace and strength. This reverse design has become just as iconic as Kennedy's profile and speaks to the enduring values of the United States. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar so valuable in the world of coin collecting? Well, while millions of these coins were minted, the true value of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar lies in its condition and rarity. Coins that were heavily circulated tend to show signs of wear, which diminishes their overall value. However, coins that have been well preserved, either in mint condition or as part of a special proof set, can be worth significantly more. Finding a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar in pristine condition is rare, and that rarity is what makes it so desirable to collectors. A major factor that can boost the value of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is its classification as a proof coin. Proof coins were specially struck for collectors, using polished dies and high-quality methods to ensure a mirror-like finish. These coins were not intended for general circulation, which makes them far less common today. If you happen to find a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar that's part of a proof set, you may be looking at a much more valuable coin compared to a regularly minted version. Another factor that can increase the value of a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is the possibility of minting errors. Error coins are always in high demand among collectors, and they can substantially raise the value of a coin. Common errors include things like double strikes, misaligned dies, or coins with incorrect edge lettering. If you happen to come across a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar with a rare minting error, you might have a true gem in your hands. These error coins are highly coveted by collectors and can fetch much higher prices than a standard coin. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. For most of the coins from this year, you're likely looking at a value of just a few dollars, especially if it's a heavily circulated coin. However, when you find one that is in excellent, uncirculated condition, or even better, a proof coin, the value can skyrocket. In fact, if you have a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar in pristine, uncirculated condition, or perhaps one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $69,000. Yes, you heard that right, $69,000. That's the kind of value a rare and high-quality 1972 Kennedy half-dollar can command in the right market. Of course, not every coin from this year will reach that price, but it shows the potential for finding a truly valuable coin even in a series that was produced in large quantities. The key to unlocking that kind of value lies in the coin's condition, any unique features it may have, and its rarity in the market. If you happen to have a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar in your collection, or if you come across one in your coin hunting adventures, it's always worth checking its condition and looking for any potential errors. Even if the coin seems like a small find, it could end up being a valuable piece in your collection. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and you never know what kind of treasure you might be holding in your hands. In summary, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a piece of American history, it's also a valuable collectible. While the majority of these coins may not fetch much more than face value, a pristine, uncirculated coin, proof set, or error coin could easily be worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you're fortunate enough to come across one in excellent condition, you could be looking at a substantial payout. So, if you have any old coins lying around, take a closer look at your 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, it might just be your ticket to a small fortune. And if you're enjoying these coin explorations, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the next coin discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.